Imagine waking up tomorrow to headlines saying the United States has missed a payment on its debt. Not a delay, not a political argument, but an actual failure to pay. Many people assume this could never happen, that the US government is too big, too powerful, and too important to fail. But what if that belief is wrong, or at least incomplete? What if the unthinkable is not only possible, but closer than most people realize? Welcome to Meta Finance Lab, where you can get more informative videos related to finance. You can subscribe to the channel for timely updates. To understand how this situation could even exist, we need to go back in time and look at how the US debt story began. When the United States was founded, it already had debt from the Revolutionary War. Leaders like Alexander Hamilton believed that debt, if managed carefully, could actually strengthen the nation by building trust with lenders. From the very beginning, debt was not seen as evil, but as a tool, one that could help a young country grow faster than its cash on hand would allow. As decades passed, the US borrowed money during wars, recessions, and major national projects. World War II dramatically increased government borrowing, but it also led to massive economic growth afterward. Highways were built, suburbs expanded, and the middle class grew. Debt rose, but so did income, productivity, and confidence. For a long time, this balance made debt seem harmless, almost invisible to everyday Americans. Then something changed, slowly at first, and then all at once. Starting in the late 20th century, the US began running regular budget deficits, meaning it spent more than it collected year after year. Tax cuts, increased military spending, social programs, and healthcare costs all played a role. Instead of debt rising only during emergencies, it became part of normal life, like using a credit card for everyday expenses. Today, US debt is measured in tens of trillions of dollars, a number so large it is hard to understand. If you tried to pay it off $1 per second, it would take hundreds of thousands of years. This scale alone creates confusion and complacency. People hear the number so often that it loses meaning. But buried inside that massive figure is a simple question that refuses to go away. Can the US always pay what it owes? To answer that, we need to talk about who the US owes money to. Some of the debt is owed to foreign countries like Japan and China. Some is owed to institutions like pension funds and insurance companies. And a large portion is owed internally, to programs like Social Security. This means that, in many cases, the US owes money to itself. That sounds reassuring, but it also creates hidden risks that are rarely discussed. The reason investors keep lending to the US is trust. US Treasury bonds are considered one of the safest investments in the world. They are backed by the full faith and credit of the US government. This trust keeps interest rates low and demand high. But trust is fragile. It is built over decades and can be damaged much faster than people expect. Here is where the real tension begins. The US government does not automatically have permission to borrow unlimited amounts. Congress sets a legal borrowing limit called the debt ceiling. When spending exceeds revenue and the ceiling is reached, lawmakers must vote to raise or suspend it. This has happened many times before, but in recent years, it has become a political weapon rather than a routine procedure. When politicians argue over the debt ceiling, the risk is not theoretical. If the ceiling is not raised in time, the Treasury can run out of cash to pay its bills. That includes payments to bondholders, government workers, military salaries, and social benefits. At that moment, the US faces a choice between missing payments or prioritizing some bills over others, both of which can trigger chaos. You might be wondering why the US cannot simply print more money to pay its debt. After all, it controls its own currency. This is where things get tricky. While printing money can help in emergencies, doing it to cover debt payments risks high inflation. Inflation silently reduces purchasing power, making everyday goods more expensive and eroding savings. In other words, the debt gets paid, but citizens pay the price. If the US actually missed a debt payment, even briefly, it would be called a default. That word alone is enough to shake global markets. Investors would immediately question whether US Treasuries are truly risk-free. Interest rates would likely rise sharply, making borrowing more expensive for the government, businesses, and households. Mortgages, car loans, and credit cards could all become more costly almost overnight. Stock markets would not be spared. A US default could trigger massive sell-offs as investors rush to reduce risk. Retirement accounts could lose value quickly, even for people who never followed the debt debate. This is one of the most unsettling aspects of the situation. You do not need to own government bonds to feel the impact. The financial system is deeply connected, and shocks travel fast. On the global stage, the effects would be even more dramatic. The US dollar is the world's primary reserve currency. Many international contracts, commodities, and debts are priced in dollars. If confidence in US debt weakens, confidence in the dollar could weaken too. Countries might accelerate plans to diversify away from the dollar, reshaping global trade and finance in unpredictable ways. History gives us some warnings, even if the US has never fully defaulted in modern times. In 1979, a technical glitch caused delayed Treasury payments. It was small and short-lived, but interest rates rose anyway because investors demanded compensation for increased risk. More recently, repeated debt ceiling standoffs have already led to credit rating downgrades, signaling that trust is not unlimited. Another layer of risk lies in demographics. As the population ages, spending on Social Security and healthcare rises. Fewer workers support more retirees, putting pressure on government finances. At the same time, political polarization makes long-term solutions harder to achieve. Promises are easy to make, but painful trade-offs are often delayed until there are no good options left. Some argue that the US can handle high debt indefinitely because its economy is large and dynamic. Others warn that this confidence is exactly what creates danger. When everyone assumes something cannot fail, safeguards weaken. This pattern has repeated throughout financial history, from housing bubbles to bank collapses. The question is not whether debt matters, but when markets decide it matters. If a debt crisis unfolded, the government would likely try emergency measures. Payments could be delayed, short-term fixes passed, and the Federal Reserve could step in to stabilize markets. These actions might prevent immediate collapse, but they would not erase the underlying problem. Each patch could come with side effects, like higher inflation or reduced credibility. Ordinary people often feel disconnected from these discussions, but the connection is real. Higher interest rates can mean fewer jobs as businesses cut back. A weaker dollar can raise the cost of imported goods. Market volatility can delay retirement plans. Even government services could face disruptions. The debt story is not just about numbers, it is about daily life. There is also a psychological dimension that is rarely mentioned. A US default would challenge a core belief about stability and leadership. Allies and rivals alike would reassess assumptions. Financial power is not just economic, it is symbolic. Losing that symbol could change how the world responds to future crises, from wars to pandemics. Despite these risks, solutions are not impossible. Gradual deficit reduction, smarter spending, tax reforms, and economic growth can all help stabilize debt over time. The challenge is timing. Acting early allows for gentle adjustments. Waiting too long forces abrupt, painful changes. History shows that governments often choose the second path, hoping the problem can be postponed. The most dangerous moment is not the crisis itself, but the period when warning signs are ignored. Rising interest costs, political deadlock, and repeated emergency measures are signals, not noise. Each one suggests that the margin for error is shrinking. The longer trust is tested, the more sensitive markets become to bad news. So what should you take away from all this? First, US debt is not just an abstract issue. It affects interest rates, jobs, and savings. Second, trust is the foundation of the financial system, and once shaken, it is hard to restore. Third, ignoring long-term problems does not make them disappear. It usually makes the eventual solution more painful. The future is not written yet, but the choices made today will shape what comes next. Meta Finance Lab brings you useful knowledge and insights to help you understand the world of finance. Subscribe to stay informed and share with others who need this information.